Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of the Void campaign on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries for the StarCraft 2 campaigns playthroughs. Whatchamafucks. Ahem. I hope you guys are ready for sadness, because that is what we have in this part. Conquest and then sadness.
Well, we did have a mystery on our hands, gang. It's just too bad that Scooby is not going to be joining us for the rest of his life.
Trying to make sure that I'm blink managing my stalkers relatively well to keep them alive. There is not an achievement this mission for keeping all of your stalkers alive, specifically because you actually have resources and the ability to effectively just shit out more whenever you need. Because look at all the spare resources that we've got in our resource tab right now. The problem that we have is that we're only on 2 gateways, and we don't have the Protoss ability to warp in units right now. So it's a bit difficult for us to actually spend the amount of cash that we have.
It's just too early in the cycle.
Yeah,
to necessitate
I
that
still
much
haven't
development.
replaced the keyboard from this editing session. I need to fucking replace my keyboard. B ends up like almost in the dead middle of my fucking keyboard with this layout, and it's not where my hands are sitting. My hands are sitting slightly further to the left. Ugh.
No, you are not unseen. You're just killing the things that can see you. You see, there's a difference, Mr. Stalker Man.
It may as well be unseen. After all, they don't seem to be able to report our position back to whoever is controlling them. Hey, it's our allies! Oh shit! There's a scout. He's attacking us. This was slightly spoiled a little bit in the last part, but we were, we were choosing to not discuss it. And now there is sadness.
I can sense your presence. The collar is filled with rage. My mind is being
Consumed.
Saaadness. You must hold on. We are coming for you.
We, he says. Yes, we.
Hey, man. Hey, man. This was supposed to be a social occasion.
The Dark God is here on Ire. He has wrested control of the collar. The Templar have fallen.
And so that is Amon's big gambit for this campaign. Immediately after the invasion of Ire is somewhat successful, Amon takes over the Golden Armada.
I bring wisdom.
I am Grave Mind.
Reach young Saaadness. I only pray that we are not.
By the way, don't be fighting. Don't actually fight most of these, because any units that you kill will just open up supply for Amon to immediately mind control any of the other units that are out. Like there are 2 factions here, the Daelon Protoss and the Corrupted Protoss, but you need to remember that thematically they're from the same units. So I'm not entirely sure why they're actually fighting each other here, because they're not supposed to be. Behold, sadness.
The butthurt. It's too much. How could he have routed me so quickly with such little development time? No. Impossible.
Unending hatred. He has corrupted the collar. Your nerve cords chain you to his will.
Artanis, take a deep breath. Write it down in your pocket journal. You will see another way to resume your battle royale attempts.
So here's a bunch of skills that Artanis never gets to actually show off ever again. He's got high jump. He's got, let's see, where is it? Come on, show it off. A leaping strike is a thing that he actually does have. No, we'll get to play with leaping strike later, but no, grapple he does not actually have. I don't know why he threw him, but yes, Sith Lightning is another thing that Artanis doesn't actually have. So joining Amon has
Sith
its perks. Also, Templar levitation is a thing that Artanis does not natively have.
I am going to escape, and I'm gonna be back with friends, and they're gonna kill you.
Samurai charge! Whoosh! Hey Zeratul, how did you get that cut?
I have cut his hair. He is impaired.
Yes. Apparently because Samson rules. And so, Zeratul has given his life so that Artanis may attempt to re-lead the Protoss.
It was almost too easy, but it came at a great price. You see, Zeratul was a pretty dandy barber back in his day.
Forgive me.
Ooh, legendary Psyblade. I'll take that. And the rest of the campaign, Artanis mourns this exact event, despite the fact that it's not his fault. Yeah, I honestly have a bunch of mixed feelings about it. On the one hand, it opens up the way for Artanis to actually have a meaningful story. On the other hand, the story that we get for Artanis is him wallowing in grief for most of the fucking campaign. It gets somewhat annoying. Mostly because we decide to actually show off one particular NPC's interactions, because I like her. Oh yeah, and when Protoss die, they just end up disappearing into the Kala, apparently. Karax, you want to use any of your tech that you've got on you?
Karax, no!
I still noticed that you've got mounted Psyblades.
I want to give you 5 out of 5 on the survey.
We have rescued the Karax.
Oh, this dude don't need rescuing. If I put my sword through his throat, it will disable his respiratory systems.
Allowing me to disable his respiratory systems even further.
This will look great on my daughter's drawing table.
Probably not.
I have been looking for you. Artanis, praise the Your nerve cords. They must be removed. It was done by the Dark Templar. I am free of the Kala's corruption.
Ouch.
Are there others? I have saved all that I could. Come, we must escape this world before time runs out.
Escape?
Escape? How? The Spear of Adun still rests beneath the ruins of Kor Shakal. Its generators are ancient, but a phase smith of your ability will know how to bring them online.
With technobabble.
I am honored to have the opportunity. This is fortune we cannot ignore. Indeed. Come, we must go at once.
Now, I don't know if Kor Shakal is actually one of the locations from the original StarCraft 1. I assume it's not, because the only big locations from StarCraft 1 that I ever actually remember are Antioch. So, yeah.
We must flee from this fallen world.
So we're getting 2 new buildings now. We get access to the photon cannon and the shield battery. The shield battery will be important for exactly 1 mission later, whereas the photon cannon is relatively important for most of the rest of the campaign, because it's effectively a stalker with detection.
Secure our victory against the Zerg. But now, it is our last hope for survival.
Hey, Saaadness.
Saaadness.
Amon, you're making me curiously aroused with your feminine puppet.
Bring the Spear of Adun online.
We don't know if that is how the Protoss reproduce or not. We get to assume not, though.
No. They can jack off for all I care. I am human.
Oh, okay.
That's all that matters as far as I'm concerned.
Unfortunately, they are without power. However, the Spear of Adun support systems can aid us.
And welcome to the primary gimmick of the campaign, the Spear of Doom support systems. Whereas before, we got the ability to level up Kerrigan or, purchase additional upgrades to our mercenary and our base units through, completing bonus objectives. Bonus objectives in the Protoss campaign for Legacy of the Void allow us to improve the Spear of Adun. This is honestly one of the best of the Spear of Adun support abilities. The ability to drop down a pylon anywhere you can fucking see. I love this because of the other thing because of one of the other major things that we get access to because we're playing as Protoss. Specifically, we're playing as Protoss past Heart of the Swarm. Past StarCraft 1. We have the ability to warp units onto any place that actually has pylon power. This is fucking amazing. It allows us to reinforce pretty much the entire map whenever we want. It is a godsend.
Right, so you don't have to depend on local units in order to do it first. You don't have to wait for Jimmy to put down his coffee and go over to the place. Because they only just told him about
I can just drop Alan off. And then he'll do the thing.
Told him about the job site. 6 a.m. this morning, saying I got the call at 5. Let me put my pants on, take a shower. Oh, geez, I got to drop off my kids first, and I always got to go do that. I mean, it just makes life a lot easier.
Yeah. So stay with Alan. Don't bother with Jimmy's bullshit. Okay. Now, although the ability to warp in gateway units specifically is really awesome, the upgraded version of this ability is one that I will not be getting, which is the ability to warp in starport and robotics facility units later on. And it's because the Spear of Adun support system works on 6 different tiering ladders, and unfortunately, the ability to warp in robotic facility and starport units is on the same one that has got the automatic assimilators, and I'm too comfortable with the automatic assimilators. So, in the next episode, we will do the Spear of Adun, which will allow us to showcase exactly how the fuck we get off Ire. It's very nice.
We're gonna miss you, Zeratul.
We are going to miss Zeratul. Be safe, everybody.